All bread isn't created equal. I really like to find an artisan baker in the local markets because it makes such a difference to your end dish. I've got a nice dark rye bread to go with the platter I'm making in the studio. When it comes to entertaining, I really want you just to relax and enjoy it at home. I want you to lean on your local deli, get some ingredients from them like some lovely smoked Gouda and roasted almond dip, some ham off the bone, and make one thing yourself at home that sets it apart from every other entertaining dish.
This hot tip.
My
it's
hot
a good
tip.
hot tip.
It is. Your local deli hall has all the things you could possibly want, from cheeses to charcuterie to different types of dips. Gouda is the national cheese of Holland, I've heard.
Yes, it is.
According to my stepdad, it suits sweet fruits. So I'm going to poach some apricots with it, serve it with some lovely smoked ham and some rye.
Oh,
All
how good
bread
is this
isn't created equal, Emma.
Where is this from?
This is from M&G Cafe.
Oh, yum.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Smells incredible, feels good.
A nice heavy load. So to start this recipe, 1 cup of apricots straight in. Great source of natural fibre and potassium. You know, these are actually supplemented into astronauts' diets.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, they're pretty, they're power packed, they're full of nutrients and they're delicious. So if I was in deep space, I'd probably like a dried apricot as well.
They're good at any time.
Yeah.
A tablespoon of white caster sugar, and before I put the caster sugar in, I also put half a cup of water. Now, the water's not something that you really need to measure out in this recipe. It's a conduit for heat and to help plump up those dried apricots and make them become soft again when you cook them. Tablespoon of white wine vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is also a good choice in this. Trying to get this ginger.
Yeah,
grate some of
sure.
that for me. And a tablespoon of honey in.
Just how much? Just straight in?
Good knob.
Good knob, all right.
I really like to use ginger when it comes to making chutneys and jams and stewing fruit. It's a nice zestiness that goes really well with a lot of sweet fruits, and that's why I'm putting in here, and it'll go great with the almonds and ham.
Sounds good. Is that enough? I did
That's
about...
a perfect amount.
Good. Yeah.
Oh, you can smell that already.
Smells...
Just put your nose in that.
Oh, smells so good. Honey, ginger, apricots, the white wine vinegar.
It does. It's going to stew together and create a really lovely accompaniment for my little entertaining board. There's one final ingredient, black pepper. Half a teaspoon to a teaspoon. And I just like that astringency and a bit of heat that comes from the black pepper.
Yeah.
Goes really well, once again, with the black ham. And of course, one of the heroes of the dish is the heritage dip.
And black pepper goes really well with sweet fruits.
It does.
So if you even doubt, put a bit of black pepper and just have a try. You never know, you might like it.
This goes onto the heat now. 5 or 10 minutes. I just want the apricots to become soft and tender so they're easy to eat with my dip and smoked ham. And I'll reduce the liquid accordingly to how syrupy I want it. So lid on at this point, bring it to the boil. I'm just going to relax. Entertaining. Look at our apricots.
Oh, they look
They're all
fantastic.
done. Yeah, 5 minutes. They'll be hot. Be careful. How hot?
Oh,
Very hot.
yum.
They're really nice. These are something that you should make. Put in your fridge. It'll last for a couple of weeks in a sterilised, airtight container. And it's great to put on sandwiches, cheese boards, meat boards.
Toast, ice cream.
I think it'd go really well with chicken.
Yeah, chicken. And I love the ginger and the pepper in that.
Yeah.
Really good.
It's really nice.
Yum.
So just scoop them back out, put them back in my container, and it's time to get this board going. Can you get the bread for me, Emma, and start slicing that up for me? Make sure you get all the syrup back over the apricots.
Sorry, it's a bit wobbly.
Now, an important part of this dish, as I said at the start, was the smoked Gouda and roast almond dip. It goes really well with the rest of the flavours that I'm using. I have these lovely poached apricots here, some smoked ham off the bone, and some dark rye bread. Go into your local market, talk to your artisan baker, and just say, what's happening? What are you making? Can I have something that my guests aren't used to? Everything's ready to go now, and as you can see, it was super simple. It's just get it all on the board now.
Do you want this a slice, a triangle, or a finger,
Some
or just...
user-friendly slices, I think, triangles. Don't overthink your boards when you're entertaining. I like a really loose and rustic board. You don't want to overcomplicate these things.
Yum, oh my goodness.
Bit of dip, excuse the fingers, everyone at home. Because let's be realistic, when you've got a cheese board at home, you can't wait until someone gets the cheese nice, ready. All working well?
Linton Tap, you've nailed this. Those apricots are such an incredible accompaniment to that yummy smoked Gouda dip. Like, I didn't think you could make this better, but those apricots, they're incredible. Try them.
That's what entertaining is for me. Lean on your delicatessen, get them to give you really good dips, charcuterie cheeses, and make one good jam or chutney or poached fruit at home, and it stores in the fridge, and you can whip it out on sandwiches or roast meats for weeks to come. A really simple tip for entertaining at home.
They're unreal. They really are.
I really love going on a picnic on the weekend, and there's something that I make all the time when I go on these road trips that I can just pack into the basket and take out once I get there, and it's a salt dough pork belly. Spend 20 minutes getting it ready at the start of the day, pop it in the oven, and then take it in its encased pastry to your destination. Now, to get this recipe started, I have some really good quality Murray Valley pork belly. It's really important in any pork recipe to start with the best quality ingredient. I'm just going to brown off my pork belly in a pan over medium heat for 5 to 10 minutes until I get that nice caramelization of the fats. It's really important in this step, otherwise you're essentially going to end up with a steamed pork belly. Now, it's still going to be tender and delicious, but by spending a little bit of time now, you're going to get a much better end product. So now this pork belly just goes in a warm pan, and I'll bring it up to heat as it's in there. And I'm gonna start with what would be the skin side down. This is underneath the pork belly, this is the skin side, and you can tell from the fat here. So that goes into the pan first. No salt at this stage. We'll season it once it goes into the pastry. Just wipe my hands off, and then we get started on the salt pastry that encases this pork dough. Now I have 5.5 cups of plain flour just into a really big mixing bowl. Whenever you're making pastries and doughs, the bigger the mixing bowl you can start off with, the easier it's gonna be for you to make it. Now just make a well in the center. Our grandmas and granddads always had it right. It just makes it easier to make a dough, and into that well, a good amount of salt, because this is going to help season the pork belly as it cooks. I would say 1/4 to 1/2 cup of really good quality sea salt, because not all salt's created equal. And now into the center of this well, about 1 cup to 1.5 cups of water to start off with. And I'm just gonna bring it all together until I get a nice dough, and I'll adjust the consistency if needed. There we go. This dough's pretty much there. So I'm just gonna tip it out onto my board now, get it all out, and just work it finely with both hands, because I've turned my pork belly over now, and I don't need one clean hand for the tongs. It's always so lovely to make doughs in the kitchen. It's something that we've forgotten to do with all our cooking these days. Really go back to basics. And there we go. The dough is now ready to let rest for about 15 minutes. Now we could do this straight away, but it'll be a bit hard to roll out. So just give it a little rest, and all I'm gonna do is cover it with a damp tea towel and let it sit there for about 15 minutes. That'll allow the gluten to relax and allow me to roll out a really large disc for my pork belly. Our dough's been resting for about 15 minutes, and it's given it a chance for the gluten to relax, and it's gonna make my job a lot easier when it comes to rolling out. Just roll this out till it's about a 3 mil thick disc. So I'm talking, I want it to cover half this board, because it has to completely enclose the pork belly to help it steam away in the oven. So when you're rolling out dough, it's always good to start from the center and push out. rotate 90 degrees, push out, and then just keep working that until you have a nice big disc. Look at that. I think we're ready to go now. Just check it for size. Get my pork belly, and I want the edges to be about half the size again of the pork belly. I'm just gonna eye it up, and that looks just about right. And at this stage, you can obviously stretch the pastry to make it fit over the pork belly because it is very forgiving. We've worked all the gluten in this, so it's not gonna tear apart like a short crust pastry. So now all we do is add some lovely spices that go really well with pork. I have some fennel, about 2 teaspoons, and just put that over the top side of the pork belly again. A couple of star anise, 3 actually, and a cinnamon stick. And what that is going to do, it's going to permeate through the pork belly as it steams away, because what we're doing here is creating a case, and all the aromas and the salt from the pastry is going to go into the pork belly and add a lovely flavour. So now all I do is wrap this up, make sure it's crimped off and sealed, and get it into a 180-degree oven for about 3 hours, and then I'll let it rest before cracking open this pastry and serving it with your favourite condiments. Our salt dough pork is out of the oven. I've let it rest for a good half an hour, and now it's ready to slice and serve. And as you can see, the pastry's become caramelized and dark brown, but that doesn't matter because it's just a case for the cooking process. So all it is simply tearing it open to reveal the pork belly inside. This is quite exciting. Yum. Now this is the best sandwich meat you are ever going to have. I'm just gonna get some tongs. Oh, and look at that, 3 hours in the oven and it's falling apart. It's almost too hard to get out because it's so tender and succulent. Look at that. And just remove the cinnamon stick, and that would have imparted all its lovely flavors into that pork belly. And you can see these fennel seeds. Now, if you want, you can scrape the fennel seeds off, but I quite like the textural crunch, and they've cooked off in the oven, so you're not gonna get that raw spice flavor. From a little bit of work at the start, a few hours in the oven, and we have something as beautiful as this. Slice it up. And if you took this to your next picnic, you would be the hero. Serve it with chutneys, preserves, pickled onions, good quality bread. You get this roasted flavour, but a succulent tender meat as if you've steamed it. And that's because of the salt dough. It's a really good technique to use on all types of protein, anywhere from chicken to fish. You could even wrap whole vegetables in it, like pumpkin. It goes really well with. Look how succulent and tender it is. I'm just gonna finish slicing it up and get it onto my board. Now I've got it on my lovely cutting board company board, and I'd take this out and serve at the table with my favourite sandwich spreads. A great recipe to keep in the bank because it's a perfect way to cook not only pork belly, but so many lovely ingredients to impart lovely flavours.
The sun is setting and I can't wait to go around the world tonight with my best friend Linton Chap here at the night market. We're going to talk to the stall holders, taste some amazing food, and best of all, get inspired for some creativity in the kitchen.
Come check it out with us.
I've lost Linton, but I found him some cassava chips and some awesome people here at Boss Man Foods. I'm going to take these and a corn for myself and get out of here. I love the Caribbean and I love it here at the night market. It's amazing.
Awesome, thanks for coming down.
Just been in the Caribbean, I'll get some cassava chips. Hey!
You know the way to my heart.
I do.
Yum, yum, yum. Where are we going to go? I think maybe over this way?
Next stop is Burn City Smokers. We're in deep American barbecue territory. Highest quality meat, cooked over wood. It's delicious. I love it. And I'm gonna get the ribs. Yum.
Come on.
Oh my God. One of my most favourite memories going through Italy is having the best, most delicious Italian hot chocolate. And I thought, it's a night market. You want something nice and creamy and delicious at the end of the night after eating all that amazing food. I'm going to make for you my late night hot chocolate. It's delicious. It's got some really gorgeous Calabo chocolate from M&G Kiefer, as well as some beautiful cream. And it's thickened up with a little bit of corn flour.
Really? This sounds quite decadent.
So I've got 1 cup of milk here.
Yeah.
I'm going to pour most of it into the pan and just save a little bit to make a slurry with the corn flour and add in a whole tub of dollop cream. It's better than Christmas.
You do need that sweet meal after sort of an overload on the savoury dishes.
I love a sweetie at the end of the day. I've always got room for sweets, always.
Yeah, dessert stomach.
It's true. 4 tablespoons of sugar. I'm going to stir that until it just starts to simmer a little bit. While that's happening, can you chop up this chocolate? It's 150 grams. I want it chopped up so that it will melt into my milk mixture quite nicely. So just whisking. I'm going to use a whisk for this actually, because it wouldn't be me if I didn't use every single utensil in the kitchen. There we go. So you can see that it's all nicely combined. The cream is dissolved into the milk and the sugar is dissolving quite nicely. Then I'm going to get this 1.5 teaspoons of corn flour, using a trusty old fork, mix in my remaining milk.
If you cook it out properly, you don't get that floury mouthfeel, and it's a perfect thickener for so many sauces.
Yeah, I am going to cook this out for about 5 minutes to thicken it up and to cook it out, and then we'll add in our chocolate and it'll be delicious. I'm heating up the milk, cream and sugar mixture, and I'm going to just drizzle in the corn flour slurry now, and that will help stabilise the milk mixture. We're going to mix this until it starts to thicken up a little bit, and then we're going to add in our chocolate piece by piece. And it's that simple. Our milk mixture has thickened up nicely.
It's thickened quite considerably, really, and that's the corn flour.
That is the corn flour. And now we're going to just whisk in slowly your beautifully chopped up chocolate.
Oh, thank you.
So we're just
Can you bring the pot over to me?
Yeah, we'll pot it. There you go, all right, that's a good idea.
And so, do you have to cook this out again, or can you just...
Just a little bit, but not too much. It's probably good to go. It's such good quality chocolate. It's really just thickened up. It's nice and glossy.
So you serve it that thick as well?
Yeah, well, Italian hot chocolate or late night hot chocolate, it's kind of like a pudding. It's a dessert.
That's incredibly rich, Emma.
Isn't it?
This would only be a small amount, what, 80 ml per serve?
Yeah. Just a small amount, a little teacup, an espresso cup, nice bit of dollop cream.
Wow, look at that.
I love my hot chocolate's so thick that the cream doesn't sink to the bottom. How all hot chocolate should be.
I've actually never seen hot chocolate like this.
I've got some little people behind me who really want to try this, so I'm just going to give them a little tasting plate.
It's always so much fun sharing food. Look at this.
Aren't they gorgeous? What do you think?
Very nice.
It's very
My
nice.
pleasure. Very nice. They got the tick of approval?
Tick of approval. There you go. Try my very nice late night hot chocolate. For today's recipes, go to the My Market Kitchen website.
Or for behind the scenes and extra tips and tricks, follow us on Facebook and Instagram.